education.
Let's go. Hello.
Hello.
Hope everybody's hanging in there. Yeah, there's always commercials. You almost expect them nowadays. Trying to get color right there. But at least it's at the beginning. I hate when, and it seems like something interesting they start talking about something interesting, and boom, a commercial comes up, and you miss the whole thing. That's why I do the minute intro and whatnot. There's a lot of people that do the like 2 and 5 minute countdown thing.
Yeah.
Just to get past the ads. But how you doing tonight, Eric?
Oh, fair to partly cloudy, I guess. It's been a kind of a on and off dreary day today. So.
Yeah.
A lot of overcast.
There's a lot of that, and internet overcast.
Yeah, a lot of overcast on the TV too. So, if you know what I mean. So.
Yeah. There's a lot of blowback, and I talked about this on the one video. About people cheering and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's extremely irritating, but for them, it's just entertainment. There's a lot of places that were having vigils and stuff, and then bad element comes out and ruins it. And then if you retaliate for something like that, then you're the bad person for doing it. And the thing that got me is everybody made, the one side always said that he deserved it because all he did was preach hate. Did nobody just listen to what he said, or did they just, hear what other people said? Because that's not what the whole thing was about. It had nothing to do with hate. And it's just amazing how people will follow somebody else's ideals without listening to the other person at all. And that's just like when Charlie goes up there and talks, and you get somebody, and he knows what kind of person they're going to be. Sure. They've got all their stuff on their phone, and they're looking at their phone, and they got the whole pew right down there, and they start going off, and he knows.
Yeah, and I've seen him say to a guy, "Well, let me know when you're ready." And you got question line, and that it's just he had a natural gift about him.
And he was never nasty.
No.
He always, he didn't say, "Oh, you're a bad person, this and that, and because you don't do this." And he'd give the facts and have a nice day. Thanks for coming up here and sharing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people out there that are really nasty.
Oh,
and on the right, on the people on the right.
That too.
No, Grace, I can't show that network. because I got a strike last time. They are licensed really good to where they don't share any of that stuff. I would love to, but yeah, I don't know how other channels do it, but the last time I shared something was when they did that sit down thing, and was it going over abortion? Yeah, I got in trouble for sharing copyrighted material without express written permission from that network. So yeah, and it's still the same network. It's tied into the YouTube licensing thing, so there won't be no way of me playing it. Yeah, it's because my shirt's so bright it overdoes my other look.
Your red shirt.
Yeah. Correction. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Now you got a green tint
Yeah.
too. That's good.
There we go. That's good. It'll change if I get closer or further away too. Hey, Ziggy. Yep, Red Shirt Friday. Remember everyone deployed. And it's also for the heart
Yeah.
thing, whatever that is. I can't remember. Support of those who have heart conditions or something like that, I think.
American Heart Association.
Yeah.
Hello, Debbie Miller.
But like I was telling Eric back today, I've heard so many experts about this and that, and there's no way it could be done. There's people saying it was fake, like Trump's earshot. There's no way you could aim at somebody's ear and nick it. That's duh. He wasn't aiming for the ear. Just like, this kid wasn't aiming for the neck. It's just unskilled. And there, you got some experts saying, "Oh, it's a very hard shot for that distance," and then there other people saying, "That's like really, that's an easy hit for only 200 yards."
Well, now it's down to 100. So
yeah, so it's
what it's going. We'll never know.
Yeah. And even if they release the exact spot and stuff, it's, and I couldn't see a lot of times because I mentioned this on the Trump thing, is usually they don't allow flags, smaller flags. Big flags, it doesn't matter, but the smaller flags, because they don't have to guess the windage and stuff. And I don't know if, from what I seen, there were a few things that could have been used for that, but knowing this kid, he wouldn't even know what that would have been, more or less.
Yeah.
Now his dad was in law enforcement, so more than likely he knew how to use one. They hunted, so who knows?
Yeah, and again, you're getting it all from, local officials and
multiple things, sources.
Yeah, and it might all be wrong. None of it may be right. So
yeah, and just like they said, there was no video of showing him with a
pew pew.
yeah, the butt of it or anything like that
Hmm.
until afterwards.
Right.
When he went through the field or the grassy area, I don't want to say like they did, but the grassy area, and ran into the woods. Now, I do know there is another investigation going on for he's not alone. There's an investigation going on through sources through Discord where
Yes.
another person helped with this, um, delivered and is picking up or was to pick up. So expect that in the next few days or weeks, however long. And this is all allegedly, I'm not saying any of this is true or not true because, there's so many different stories out there.
Yep.
Um, and again, everybody's talking about his security and stuff. Um, this was his security.
Yeah.
His security didn't do assessments on rooftops or anything like that. They only handled the crowd in front of him. And they had scenarios of if the crowd got too close, where what would they do? They would take him and put him in the vehicle and had multiple routes out of that area. They didn't have anything for, somebody on a roof far away or not so far away now.
Yeah.
And that comes from the sheriff's department from that area because they interviewed um, his security and asked him how did they plan for this and all that. And one of the guys in is still being to where he can't leave the state of Utah. One of the security people, and again, I don't know. He just might have had an itchy nose or whatever. But seconds before the shot, he does this like that. I don't know if that was just an itchy nose or what, but yeah. Yeah, Debbie, I can't play it. YouTube will shut me down. We wouldn't even get through it on a live. It's on his network YouTube channel at 8:30, I think. Grace or 8:15. Yeah,
8:15.
yeah. And again, I can't play it because it's licensed to that his network, so I can't play it. I know there's news companies that have the rights to play that kind of stuff, and they'll probably show it and stuff, but I can't. Yeah, Turning Point. Which again, he has all right to. Or, sorry, he had all the right to do that and stuff because people will be ripping that stuff off, which they already do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, and if I knew earlier today this was going to take place, I would have just went live at 9 and my beard just turned green.
Yeah.
This is why I wear a lot of gray when I'm doing lives because colors tend to mesh with it. I can be black and white though. Yeah, that's going to be hard to watch. I'm not going to lie. Uh, I wouldn't. It's going to be hard, and um, one of the things that irritated me that I watched today is, oh, those kids are lucky. This happened when they were that young, and how's losing their father lucky? There's nothing involved in it. Oh,
Right.
they'll get over it faster. They won't remember. Wrong. You remember not having a father the rest of your life until you're gone. That's all you know is, and a public figure like that, you can't hide from it. You can't. Oops, I forgot it. It's going to be on the news the next day. You know, every year it's going to pop up. This is the anniversary of this. You know, you there's no, and then there's some people. Well, it's better if you lose a parent when you're older. There's no good involved in losing a loved one.
No.
Either you're young or old, it doesn't matter. It's still a loss. I mean, that's why they call it a loss. And I know they said that um, you can't remember a parent if they passed when you were under the age of 5. I was 2.5 years old, and I still remember my mom feeding me bananas when I was a baby. I still remember that. That's stuck in my head, since I was wee little. And that's one thing that I remember from her. I remember her, bending down and flinging her hair out of her face
Yeah.
and brushing up against my skin, and then she'd feed me bananas. And there's not a day goes by, because once you don't have a parent in your life, from young life on up, you always have that thing that's missing. And just because, oh, it's a good thing they're young, they won't remember that. How can you not? Especially those kids, because that's all they're going to hear. They're going to school, they're going to hear it. I don't think he always said he's um, homeschooling them anyway, but yeah, it's
Very heroic.
hey, Roach.
And there'll be more, uh, you know, streams tomorrow about, what happened this way, what happened this way,
Yeah. Oh,
and
it's
you're
going to go
never gonna,
on.
you're never gonna know.
Yeah. Well, look how long the Trump thing happened.
Well,
Well, I did videos for a week on it.
look how
You know,
long it took JFK, and there's probably things that you still don't know about that.
yeah,
Oh, I don't trust any of them people in power and politicians, and no, they're going to tell you what you want to hear and get out the broom and lift the rug up and get to work.
yeah. I will say, Pelosi
Ugh.
defending the you know the bad stuff that they do. Even
She's a horrible individual.
not even a week
Ugh.
week passed, and she's egging it on, you know.
Yep. She needs to take her bottle of Moscato and some expensive little ice cream cups and just go sit in the corner. She's a terrible woman.
A canning question. Where is? Since we're talking food, are we? A canning question. Anyone can you jar pickles without pickling them? Well, there's a difference. There's fermented, and those are like refrigerator ones that you don't can because the ferment cures them. And then there's pickling, which is just, putting cucumbers in a jar with vinegar and sugar and spices. And that's what makes the pickle. And
Just stay
do
away from beets.
You do the canning process to make them last longer. Yeah, and there's a lot of different views of that dude that disappeared, but evidently he's one of the guys that's not allowed to leave Utah at this moment, or allegedly. Again, this is what
with such a grandiose investigation, he should be in custody if he's that much of a person of interest.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to let him go home on his own OR, and
no, he's not from Utah.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Yeah, that's what I. Well, it's again, it's hard to say.
And the footage that everyone's seen him coming off the roof.
Yeah,
I didn't see any extra equipment with him. I just saw a body hanging off and then dropping. There was nothing connected to him or nothing in his pants leg. I'm not buying that. The blue jeans. No, that you'd see that. It would print.
Yeah,
it would print.
Yeah, there's. And the one thing that got me, very strangely, the camera is fixed. Okay. And I know you can pan this, you can zoom in pan, but it doesn't move the camera.
Right.
The fact that they moved the camera on a recording, you can't do that. You can zoom over like this, but it's the same picture. Like if it was my picture and right here, I could zoom over this way and zoom into the cat, and it would look like the camera is moving, but it's not. It's just zooming over to the cat closer. And that's what was getting me is how did they move the camera on a fixed video? Because when he jumped off, he did pick stuff up, but I think it was it could have been a folded stock, because it looked like he put something together and then he picked the bag up and went.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he walked across this grassy area and then we don't see him no more. But if you look at it from a distance, it's fixed. So that means you can't zoom around like this The only thing I can think of is to go along with them. There was another camera in another section, and they pieced it together to where when they started going this way, it moved to the next frame, which was the next camera, which could be. But if you do stuff like this, people are going to wonder, any little thing, that people do to try to make it easier, they're thinking you're hiding something. And when they do it that way, it kind of does look like they are hiding something.
It does. None of it adds up to me. I'm not going to get into too deep, but
yeah,
it's just not. And I'm not a physicist, obviously, but no, I'm just not. I'm not there with all of this. I'm just not. Something stinks.
Yeah, if you look at that one view, because it doesn't look like he moves that much, but if you look at it from his right side, he's like this. He goes way back. He does it where he goes up to grab the mic, and then that shot, and then he goes pretty far back. Now, if you're looking at from like the video that Grace showed us, it's from his left side, and it doesn't look like he's just going like that. The other view, he moves quite a bit. But after they showed his shoes and his shirt and his hat, the dad recognized it right away. Now, they showed that quite early.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I can understand, I can understand not wanting to turn your son in and stuff like that. But for me, you would want a live son than one getting, very hurt by, police and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not saying that would happen or anything, but yeah, the conversation, I guess, went that he would rather delete himself than be arrested. And his dad talked him into going seeing a counselor, which the counselor is in law enforcement, federal, the one that goes after people who flee, that break out of jail and stuff like that. I forget what they're called.
U.S. Marshal.
Yeah, that's it.
I just wanted to add something real quick. Grace, when Harvest sends you that other clip, can you send it to me, please? Thank you. Yeah, he did hold on to the mic too long. I don't know.
Well, there's a thing called death grip for a reason.
Yeah, but
your body tenses up, and something that in a morgue situation that somebody holds on to something, they actually sometimes have to cut the fingers off to open it up because the grip is so strong they can't pry it. That's why they call it, death grip.
But eventually he let it go.
Yeah. That's
my biggest
when he was not here anymore.
My biggest thing is without being graphic, the 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 projectile and the speed of the projectile is very violent,
Oh yeah.
and all of the film and all of the angles, all of it, that's all over the internet. The body does not match the just the sheer kinetic energy that round makes when it hits something. So that's my biggest pet
He
about it.
he left palm print and shoe impressions on when he jumped down. See, the thing is that um, they think there's somebody else involved, and they think it's just another, you know, teenager type person uh, that he knows on that never met, that he knows on Discord, um, which could be, but we've all seen them movies where an individual online talks them into doing things, and all of a sudden that person online is no more. There was no trace of them. There was no history of them talking or anything. Um, Not saying that's what this is or anything like that, but we've all seen those kind of movies. And the Trump thing, there was somebody that, again, they never found no history. It's all been erased except for
Conveniently.
the phone data, where the phone was pinged at and stuff like that. They found that, and this goes back to the Trump attempt in Pennsylvania. Um, that he went, they tracked his movements for a good while, and he had went to um, the FBI office, well, next door to the FBI, we'll put it that way, and came back to Pennsylvania and went to, you know, different the range and different places, and then they tracked his movements through his phone for a month, and also tracked the other unknown phone, which they couldn't track the metadata or anything, but they could track that he was talking or texting with somebody, and they tracked that movement that was at the FBI office or the next door to the FBI office, and then back to Pennsylvania with him, but mysteriously couldn't track who it was or anything. And hey, Spike, what you doing? But again, we may hear about this other person or we may not. Right before, um, probably around 6:30, 7 o'clock ish, FBI, a bunch of FBI cars went to his house. Now, everything's already been processed, allegedly. That's what they said. Everything's already been processed in his home, computer, the family's cell phones, and a bunch of other stuff had been already documented and took into custody. Now all of a sudden, here comes all these FBI vehicles, and they blocked the whole uh, area off. I don't know what happened after that. What they were doing, I don't know. Did they find something, or did they get a tip or whatever. Who knows? So I don't know what came of that. But yeah, the dad, as soon as they released those photos, knew who it was, and I think I still have them. Let me see. Yeah, I still have these pictures up there, and you can see with these pictures right here that there's nothing hidden in his pants or anything like that. You can see his cell phone. There's other pictures that are better than this too, because the first pictures they put out were horrible. Send it to me.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, I won't be able to play it.
No.
Oh, it's on.
Tree Social.
Yeah. Well, Harvest usually sends me that stuff anyway. Okay, I'm gonna mute it. Oh yeah. Yes. See, there's a big difference. The different angles will show how much he actually moved. The one angle we seen before, he didn't hardly move. And that guy in the gray, you can now there was people up on the balcony area, and you could the sound was totally different than what you heard down below. Totally different. It was a smack.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like a pew, like you heard down below. And I think, and that goes. It depends. These things, some have software in it to where they reduce the. Dang it! I can't remember the word of it is. Anyways, say like we're talking normally here, and then all of a sudden I go and yell on in there, the volume goes way up, and that's what it is. Normalize. Cell phones now have what's called normalize audio.
Normalize megahertz.
So it normalizes. It picks out the most accurate level of bit rate, and if there's spikes that may go way high and stuff, they remove those spikes, so it's normalized. And that's like if I'm doing a video and I have music in it and stuff, that's what I do. I normalize the music because it's so annoying when it's like you're talking real low and then music comes on and blasts your ears out.
Yeah.
That's why you normalize your audio before you render your video. And cell phones nowadays have that installed. So when you heard it really softly in one cell phone, it could be different from another device.
Wow, Jan, I didn't know that. Prayers up for Tony.
Huh?
Tony Walsh Family Farms. He had a heart attack. Put in a stint.
Who did?
Tony at Walsh Family Farms.
Oh,
I think he's a part of the collab. I don't know. Jan just put it in. Was that what? 840 timestamp.
840.
I'm not watching TV, Ziggy. Did you say Eric
Oh,
Trump spoke?
yes. Prayers for Tony. Well, I did see it that Stephen King is
Oh, he's a jerk.
backtracking now.
He's a jerk. I'm not going to watch his movies anymore.
I was like, what?
I'm done. He made
How
it.
did somebody in a public figure, you can brush it off to these little kids and Gen Zs and all those carrying on because they're not very intelligent and stuff. But you get these other people that own businesses and are celebrities speaking out and doing this crap. And it's like, what are you doing? There's somebody in Cincinnati, there's a restaurant, and she spoke out about it on her own private, or not private, but Facebook. And it got shared out. And some very popular YouTuber picked it up and investigated. Oh, she's the owner of this restaurant, and he gives the address and everything, which I don't condone. And he says, make sure everybody goes down there and give her 2 cents and stuff, which that I don't condone. But there's ways, peaceful ways to do stuff, not what happened to her and stuff. But and her restaurant is shut down now because of
sucks to be her
things that happen.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't condone, violence or destruction of stuff, but it could have been sitting outside protesting and telling people as they walk in and stuff. But it is what it is,
Yeah. There was one guy I saw last night. He was on an electric scooter, and he got caught in a crowd of Charlie supporters. They were doing a vigil, and he said some horrible things. And this crowd got a hold of him. There was about 5 or 6 uniformed cops there, and these guys were putting the boots to this dude. I mean, this dude was just a vile, horrible person. Yeah. And then they let him go, and 3 or 4 other guys caught him, and they started putting the boots to him again. And then the cops finally broke it up. And I mean, it's just, how stupid are you driving through it? Well, first of all, you shouldn't be talking that way.
Yeah.
But you're going to do it through a crowd of supporters. Of course, you're going to get whooped. So He's lucky he wasn't killed. But there was a lot of other members that were breaking it up. That's the group that follows Charlie. Most of them are, nonviolent. And
yeah, that's the thing that gets me, because uh, you'll, and I didn't see what they posted or anything like that, but they come on social media. Oh, I lost my job because I spoke my truth on social media. Well, um, you did it. You can't blame it on anybody else. You can't blame your place where you worked. They don't want the bad publicity, um, or they just don't agree with you. But that's not a reason. But
I was to chat. I was telling Charles backstage that I saw on the news that a much higher court overruled this one of these radical lower court judges, and that they are allowed to proceed with the removal of all of these people that were flown in by our treasonous previous president. Um, and basically, he said, the lower courts, you're done. So there's 580,000 people that they estimate were flown in, not vetted, just flown in and dropped off. And so good luck finding them all, but at least
yeah,
now he's got the green light to, you know, let these people go back to their own home. We could spend less money fixing up their countries than spending money on them here. We got too many people here to begin with. The UN wants to tell everybody what to do. Okay, how about giving us some money, and we'll all pool it together, and we'll make this country better and that country better. And all of these people can go back to their native lands.
Well, that's the thing that Trump has said is we get in the WHO and all these climate things and stuff, and we're fitting the bill for 50 to 70% of the total amount. Why is the United States paying more than everybody else?
We should be taking care of our veterans more.
Yeah.
Getting them off the streets. We should be putting more money into mental health facilities. These people that are riding the subways, like the horrible incident in North Carolina. That man, well, you don't want to know what I think of the judge that let him out 14 times, but
yeah,
our money should be used for us to a point. We always have room to help other people, but it's just wasteful spending. But letting all those people in, that's going to take decades to clean that mess up.
Yeah, it'll be way past when Trump's out of office.
Oh yeah.
And you said it's cheaper to go to their country and fix their stuff.
Well, it'd be cheaper for us.
We already do that though, and we still brought them back here.
Well, no, Uncle Joe did. Joe on the hoe. So now that is a true. Sorry, I'm not going to agree with me, but that is a true act of treason.
Yeah,
because you're messing with the sovereignty of this nation. This is a nation of laws. You don't fly them in the dead of night and then scatter them throughout all these big blue cities.
I could see if Trump went to Mexico and brought back 2 people. Oh man, he'd be impeached 30 times.
Yep. They're still looking to impeach him.
Oh yeah.
Some other fool, I forget his name, was up on the House floor saying something about, well, we got some House resolution, and then they're talking about the 25th Amendment and all this other stuff. I'm like, we put up 4 years of this. I don't care what you want to call them. Pick your name. We put up 4 years of your BS, and now you're complaining about it. I've got gas today at Wawa's, $2.89. I haven't seen it under $3 in a long time.
It's $2.70 here.
Okay, well, I'm just saying I'm a bigger city, so it's slowly coming down, and you got all these people. Oh, prices haven't come down. It doesn't happen that way. It takes time. You know, you got to let the tariffs take effect. You got to let
Yeah, and it has to wait until after summertime because then it goes back down again.
Yeah, the summer blend is always more expensive.
And then it'll go back up towards holiday time.
Yep.
Because that's their way of making a little extra.
Yeah.
It's always the same, up and down the way it does. It's not going to go, well, it went way low because the lockdowns and everything under $2. And you could, if you looked at the pollution levels and stuff of 2020 during February, March, and April, the pollution went way down because everybody was staying home.
Yep. Mother Earth will heal herself.
Oh yeah. If she gets the chance. 409 today. Jeez.
That's a lot of money. I wonder what Cali's like. That's probably super high still.
Well, Ziggy's in here. How much is your gas, Ziggy?
Grace, you're only at 3.25 at the city? That's not bad. Not for up there. Jersey's probably $5.
No, 409. That's not bad. Well, it is bad, but you know what I mean. Oh, I seen this, which I probably should get this bumper sticker because I loved it.
Oh, I saw some good ones today.
It's when Anakin is walking into take out the little pad ones in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Delete the little baby Jedis, and there's a picture of his lightsaber, and the caption says, "Nobody blamed the lightsaber."
Yeah. Well, the very first thing out of Miss Ice Cream Wino's mouth was, we don't condone political violence and all that, but this is another example of we need more gun control. Come on, lady.
Yeah.
They got to get on their bandwagon.
I'm going to go check, see if it's okay outside.
Grace, what do you mean, screw Jersey? No, come on now. My people are there. Don't say that to Carmine. You haven't seen Carmine, Grace. He's got a restaurant over there in Jersey. On the menu, they got broken leg of lamb.
There we go. I should have put him up there. Pay attention. Come here. Say hi. Oh, you see yourself over there, huh?
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Okay, hang on.
Let's see, 350 pounds. Yeah, they hang out at Citrelli's and the Bada Bing. The fluff.
Come on. Come on. That's Spike.
I didn't know you had a kitty named Spike.
Yeah. He's the one that's usually stuck up my butt. Well, they all are, but
the one that's always zinging around off the walls.
Oh, that's the Joker now.
Joker, yeah.
He'll go in the kitchen and then run as fast as he can into here and turn around and go back, and he's like a little dog.
He's got the scoops.
He'll go like this. He'll look back and forth, and then he'll take off. like which way am I gonna go?
He got into some catnip. There you go, Zoomies. That's another one.
Yeah, Zoomies. And then you have this guy. Hello. You see yourself?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I left a food short on my channel today. And while I was sitting there with my brother, an old couple drove their car right through the door of the office building next door to where I was sitting.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sitting there and you hear this bang. And they took the front door down. It was all glass. And it was a sushi restaurant. There's people in there eating. And then I see the paramedics start to laugh. And this old lady comes out with her husband. And she was giving him the business. Oh, my God. They were... And, he's like, they're trying to check her blood pressure, and she's got her hand up shaking at this old guy that probably hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. And I'm like,
yeah,
25, 50 feet, a little farther the other way, and it would have hit me right in the back. And I'm like, oh, man, this is bad. So when we left there were still people inside the restaurant eating. I mean, in the restaurant that got hit. So
I was in a convenience store one time, just walked in the door, and the attendant was sitting there, and he had the drinks and stuff on the sides, and I heard and then I heard crash, and instinct for me, I just jumped straight up in the air. I don't know why, instead of just trying to get out the way or something, but yeah. It was a good thing I did, because when I came down, I landed on top of the hood, and then jumped back again and went on the top of the roof of the car, and the front end of the car took out the guy. I went in there and grabbed the phone and called 911, saying the attendant was badly hurt. Wasn't too bad. Probably broken leg or something. I don't know, but he was screaming and hollering, and whatever made me just jump straight up in the air probably saved my legs.
Probably.
Yeah, and they. I had to give a report. I hate giving reports. I'm always there during these things for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how to fill out a report? And I said, yeah. And like in Roll King, I'm grabbing a cart, and I see this guy trying to turn, and there's a car in the way, and he's taking the whole side of the car with him. And as soon as I did, I figured he was going to stop, but he backed up and kept going back and forth because he was drunk. So yeah. I took pictures of him, of the truck, the license plate, and took pictures of the other car. And then he went into the Roll King and used the bathroom, and then came back out and left. And I waited for the people to come out and told them, you guys just, a drunk guy in a truck just swiped the side of your vehicle. They're like, where? They didn't even notice. I mean, the guy got in, the lady was driving, the guy got in, didn't even notice the front side was all scraped up. And they started freaking out. And I said, well, I've got his license plate and I got pictures if you need it. And, oh, thank you. And they asked me if I'd hang around. I said, I work here. I gotta hang around. And the sheriff came about 45 minutes later, which was crazy being in this town. And then he was asking me what happened. And I told him the guy was drunk. He could barely walk. And he left and went east. And he asked me if I'd fill out the paperwork and stuff. Yeah. And he gave me his number so I could send him the pictures of his license plate and the scrapes on his truck, because you could see the paint from the people's vehicle on the side.
Right. Yeah, because down here, the strip malls, I mean, that's just a little stem wall to start with, and then it's just cinder block. There's no insulation there because it doesn't get cold.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't get cold enough down here.
Yeah.
You can just tap it with your bumper, well, a good hard tap, and it can crush the concrete block. And right across the street, there's another strip mall. It's a 4-lane, like mini highway, whatever. And in front, there's a Pew Pew and pawn shop. And the owner of that shop, a friend of mine, he actually took I-beams and they used a pile driver that they use down here for putting in pilings for docks. And he drove these I-beams down in the front of his store just to prevent smash and grabs, even though they've got a safe in there. They put everything away at night. And then they just put this plastic sleeve over the I-beam to make it look, more presentable. But there's not much to these strip malls down here.
I'm looking to see if because I smell something. Right before we went live, there was like every siren in town was going off. And I'm smelling fire right now.
Oh,
something
boy.
Burning. So that's why I'm looking on Facebook, see if there's anything. And it's that direction, so east. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. And and I don't like looking at Facebook because, especially now, that's all I see is experts. And I didn't know there were so many Navy SEALs on Facebook or on YouTube. And I have one guy I know that is in the military, and he says he's friends with multiple Navy SEALs. SEAL Team 6, for instance, he knows quite a few of them that was on 6, which everybody knows is a famous one.
Right.
And
we know who to thank.
They're not on social media. He says that's like painting a bullseye on your forehead, telling people that stuff, because they're sought after. That's like
right,
cream of the crop targets. I mean, military used to go out they'd have their camo on or their whatever uniforms they had. Nowadays, when you leave the base, unless you're in a unit going out as a unit, you're not allowed to leave that base unless you're dressed as a civilian.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sad. That is so sad that that's a thing. And it's just not from foreign people in foreign countries that you got to worry about. Nowadays, it's our own people in this country.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're better than us because you get to wear that. And no, it's their job. I don't come into McDonald's and rag on you for wearing the brown poopy stained outfit. Do they still wear that brown outfits in McDonald's? I don't know. I haven't been there for so long.
Was it last week or the week before? I know I mentioned it somewhere, but my brother brought me over a Burger King lunch or dinner or whatever, and like an idiot, I ate it, and I hadn't eaten anything there for years. And man, I had the worst stomach the next day. It was one of them Whopper with cheeses, and the fries don't bother me, but it's just like, nah, I'm not eating that food no more.
Yeah. I had a watermelon. That's the second time I got the watermelon out there.
Yeah.
That I got sick off of. Well, I didn't. To me, being sick is using a bathroom more than a couple times.
So you don't eat watermelon now, you're saying?
Well, no. It's just that place for some reason. That's the second watermelon this year. Last year I didn't have any trouble with it, but this year, and it ain't because I was on carnivore, because I haven't been for a couple months now. But oh man, I was glad that it was all out of my system.
I've actually been eating a lot of the watermelon I get from Publix, dousing it with some of that real good salt.
Oh yeah,
that's good
stuff. Just don't leave it. Put salt on it and then put it in the refrigerator.
No, I salt what I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, because all the flavor's gone out of it.
Well, yeah, it'll draw the moisture out too.
Yep, you get a big bowl of water and then you eat the watermelon. There's no taste to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A's pretty decent food, Ziggy.
They're still high up on the
list,
the unsanitary list.
Are they really?
Yeah. Same thing with the burrito place.
Taco Bell?
No, not that. The one with the big burritos where you tell them to add all the stuff to it.
Mm-hmm. Someone will come up with it
now. Somebody will say it up here. Yeah, Chipotle. Yeah,
they got
that's one of the worst ones.
Ooh.
And that's over the United States. That's just not, because some of them are probably good, but there are some that are so bad that they get reported all the time. Health code violations and closed down for salmonella.
They probably got the 5-second rule. Remember in that movie Waiting, the guy drops the burger on the floor back on the flat top, and he says, "Wait, there's a 5-second rule." He picked it. Oh God, that was a funny movie.
Spicy chicken sandwich. Ooh. Yeah, I like. Sometimes I'll get the tahini and put it on the watermelon. That's good.
Yeah, I heard. Where did I hear that word before? Tanine or tanini?
Here, I'll go. I'll go get it real quick. No, wait,
Some type of a spice.
here we go. There. Keep them. Keep them busy.
Hi, kitty. Ah, kitty. Meow. Hey, cat. Kitty, kitty. Nope. Where'd Dad go?
Here, hang on. Rolling back around. This is the off brand. Of course, it's yellow, so you can't see it in green letters.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's got lime and chili powder and cayenne and a bunch of other stuff in it.
And it's Tanini Nye at the end?
Not this one, but this is the same thing. It's just I like this one better, and it's like $1 cheaper.
Huh. I remember that. Yeah, the nurse that takes care of my pup, that woman, all she eats is hot food. I'm like, my God. I says, I mean, everything. I go to Publix to bring food back to the house, and I tell her to make me a list. It's like freaking jalapeno this and jalapeno that. And I'm like, my father can't eat that shit. And she's like, I'm not feeding it to your father.
That's it right here.
Okay, Tanine.
Yeah.
Or Tajin. What? Man, my eyes are bad.
But it's with lime and stuff, so it's got that little ting to it.
Tahini.
Yeah,
B's
that's
got it.
that's
B's
how I
got it.
say it, panini.
And then Leonard Mountain says tahine. I think I
Yeah,
heard Jesse call it tahine once on survival seeds.
and there, which I didn't know, there's a sweet one too,
Hmm.
sweet and spicy one. Which yeah, I've never seen that in a store, but
I like the Kinder's brand of spices.
chili lime powder. It's a popular Mexican spice blend made from dried chili, salt, dehydrated lime juice, uh, popular in Mexico with apples, watermelon, mangoes, oranges, and or vegetable sticks. Which yeah, and I put that on dehydrated um, cucumbers.
Yeah.
I'll I'll pat them all dry and everything, and then I'll sprinkle that on top of it, and then dehydrate them. Ooh, good stuff.
Mm.
Ugh.
Yes, B. I saw a bunch of their sauces in the market the other day. I have to check it out. Hey, Leonard Mountain. My dog is currently losing his mind. Thank you, Kitty. You got a dog that watches a computer screen or TV.
Yep.
I'll tell you.
Mine don't. I used to have a cat, um, um, but he didn't get along with other cats, and it was getting dangerous.
Yeah.
Um, he was actually my oldest daughter's cat, and she left it here and ended up taking care of it. But he was sitting there. He would set up on my desk and watch me play video games. He'd go like this, as the mouse go back and forth. He just
Watching
sat up there
Pong.
for hours, and he never jumped up try to get anything. He just
Yeah.
sat.
Call him the Pong cat.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, if I see you, unless I forget and stuff, um, because I used to do that all the time, but I went through a spurt where I had some bad people that would follow me to other lives and follow if I posted links and stuff. They would go over there and hassle them, so I stopped it for a while, and I think I'm going to start doing it again because I think they're finally giving up. They tried here a few weeks ago and didn't get anywhere, so I think they just get tired. Don't give them any energy, and they don't have nothing to feed on. And that sounds
Yeah.
bad. It's true.
Yeah.
did did you guys see the um, and I know that the 30-minute meal thing that I've been doing is probably not the healthiest thing, but it's something you can do in a pinch
Right.
type of situation. Um, and what made me think of this, I have no idea, but I was at Aldi's and I was like trying to figure out what I could do for the 30-minute thing because I was going to make something else, but I seen Hot Pockets and it just said stuffed crust pizza, and I'm like, ooh. So I went and got some spaghetti sauce or not pizza sauce, cheese, and the pepperonis, and I said, there it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how this is going to turn out, and I was like, wow, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
It actually turned out good. So I think I could, tune it down to where it'd be really good. As I bet you, because that when I put that Parmesan cheese at the bottom, it made a crispy kind of crust at the bottom that had a lot of flavor in it. So that was really good.
Yeah. Hot Pockets was a big thing when
Oh yeah,
back in the shop we used to get. Everyone bring, well, not everyone, but when you brought your lunch to work, just pop them in the microwave. And
yeah. These ones were kind of on the bigger side too.
yeah,
I was
the older
uh,
ones had a lot of filling in them.
yeah, I was like, these are because it was a bigger box. It was I don't know. It wasn't like the ones that had the little sleeve that you put them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I, I I was thinking about like fry pies. You could do something.
Oh God, you're making me hungry, dude.
Put these pies at the bottom,
Hmm.
and then put like a apple pie filling on top and some crumple on top of that. That'd be really good.
Jackie showed me a no bake cheesecake, and you fill a regular. It's like a cheesecake pan,
Yeah,
and you fill it with, well, you don't fill it all the way, but you spread in cream cheese, and then there was like 4 or 5 dollops of caramel, and then it was a mixture of all kinds of like candies that were cubed up, and then you put like chocolate candies and stuff like that, and then you'd put it in the refrigerator and leave it in there overnight, the no bake. And apparently that's what she's going to try. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, that the blueberry cheesecake muffins I made,
Yeah.
those were good. Unfortunately, the first one I had, I was like, this ain't very good because it was hot. Once it cools off, the cream cheese filling is in the middle, and it's like I injected it in the middle of it or something.
Right.
It was like now
Like a jelly
you
donut.
have to eat it upside down because of the blueberries just mush into the
No.
those are good. Ooh, I'm like, dang. I think
See,
next time I'd mix a little bit of the batter into the bottom a little bit more because the the one lady I seen did it. She did it a kind of a different way. So I followed the way she did it, but I think if I was going to do it again, I'd do it my way because it would turn out a little bit better. But yeah, the trick to those blueberry cheesecake muffins is let them cool.
well, sure, then they don't fall apart. Right?
Yeah, and that cheesecake in the middle, it stiffens up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
I gotta go get another pair of cheaters. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm gonna do what I used to do with the uh, channels to follow and stuff or to check out. Because not too many people do that anymore, and like Gail, she shares my cooking channel out all the time, and we've known each other for a good while. We share each other's stuff all the time, except for when I stop sharing things because of the bad people that tend to aggravate others. I think the burnt smell I'm smelling is my TV. The other day I was laying down watching TV, and all of a sudden I heard a pop, and then smoke started piling up out of, and then my TV caught fire. And I hurried up, got up, unplugged it, waited a few minutes till it, because I was getting ready to rip it off the wall and throw it out the door, but it stopped smoldering. So now I don't have a TV in my room. But I have kitty cats, huh? Ugh. Say hi. Yeah. He said, not again. I'm trying to lay down. You see yourself over there? He'll get up every once in a while, look at the cat in the background, or I'll make the cat big. Let me see if I can. Whoop. Oh, you can't see him now. Yep. Only issue, he's a little bit darker now. Oops. There we go.
Oh, Harvest has some bull drum on the Outer Banks.
Everything's dried up, unfortunately. Again, very disappointed. I seen somebody going down the river today on kayaks. They were walking their kayaks down the river because it was too low for them to ride in it, so they had to get out and lock their
Yeah.
kayaks. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And I don't necessarily want to go like 40 miles from here to go to Salt Fork. Um, I kind of do, but you know,
What is that? A river or a lake or?
it's a lake. Yeah, this that the lake is known for spotting Bigfoot
Oh,
and or a witch.
well, you could do a combination, fishing with bushcrafty and a cryptid stream all at once.
Well, at May they have a festival where they have all this famous Bigfoot people come out,
Yeah.
and I've I've been wanting to go for a few years, and something always comes up. But and what I want to do is is I can't do right now because we're we're dry. So I want to take a little pack with me to where
Sure.
I can paddle out somewhere and find a nice little cozy spot where nobody can drive to or anything like that,
Right.
and set up a camp and cook something and camp at night. But I you can't do that stuff anymore. You have to pay this and that. And right now you can't make fires, so that's the thing that's irritating me right now because I
Really,
want.
you got a fire ban out there?
Yeah,
Wow.
we've been dry for we've rained once in the last once or twice in the last 3 months.
Jeez.
Um, yeah, and I'm at that stage where I stopped watering my garden, so it's looking pretty bleak right now.
Well, you got everything, mostly everything harvested, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a lot. There's still a lot out there, but it's
You can let the cucumbers go.
yeah, the cucumbers they've been sitting on there for a while. I've got a cucumber out there that big and about that big around. I'm not touching it. Even though if you take the seeds out and stuff, it's still good.
Send it to Jeff.
Yeah, he probably think it's a watermelon.
No, he could split it down the middle and stuff it with hot dogs and cheese.
One hell of a hot dog.
You're not kidding. And deep fry it too.
Yeah, I the uh, pineapple tomatoes. There's a good a bit that I'm just letting them until they hit the ground, and then I'm going to save the seeds for that because those tomatoes, the seeds for those are expensive. It's like $10 for 10 seeds. But I always seem to, whenever I plant in the spring for saplings and everything, uh, all of them come up.
Yeah.
It's because I keep it at a certain temperature and it's moist and everything, and I don't know. I just don't. I haven't got bad seeds except for um, um, dragon fruit. Oh, Tammy forgot to bring that dragon fruit too. I forgot all about that too. She was supposed to bring me a dragon fruit plant, but yeah. Usually, I'll save some seeds. I'll put them in a jar and seal them up for a good while. Rotate them out about every 4 or 5 years. Yeah, I gotta hand it to her for doing that. That speaking out.
Yeah, I caught it was, it already happened. They were replaying it. I just caught 2 seconds of it. It was sad.
Yeah, that's she's a strong woman. I'll give her that,
Yeah.
because that'd be really hard to get up there, and especially, she's seen and heard the negative part of this.
But I saw his
Talking about that, oh man.
yeah, I saw Charlie's longtime friend and executive producer talking today, and he said that's how they got together. He said that she was like a lion or lioness,
Yeah.
that she had this heart, and they clicked, but she didn't put up with any. She was just as passionate as he was, and rightfully so. So I wouldn't be surprised if she carried it on. Yes, Dana B, I knew you were waiting for spam. Thank you, hon.
Yeah, there's actually new ones in that too.
Oh, Lord.
The dump and slap.
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention, so you guys might have already seen them.
No, I'm the first one, I think, that put it.
Oh, okay.
Something, man. I'm sure I'm going to get hammered now. It'll either be Grace, Dana.
I'd make a special one, and it's going to be
B. I knew B would be in on it.
Exclamation point, Eric.
What? It was going to be what?
The command.
Exclamation point, Eric.
Things that you want to do to Eric.
Oh, man. What, do you get to fill it in yourself?
Yeah. I didn't make it yet.
Oh, shit. You better not.
Have a big
Grace, if you don't know by now, it's with a C and not a K. Come on, girl. You New Yorkers, you got to get it together.
I'll make a community post, and I'll let you guys fill in the blanks.
Don't you?
Oh.
What?
There's one.
Okay, B got Grace with some dirty socks.
The dirty socks, that's an old one. Yeah. B slapped Harvest Merry Moon with a rotten kangaroo fart.
What? Where the hell's? Oh, okay, up top. Okay. B, how could you do that? Moreover, where did you get that kangaroo fart? You get one of them bottled ones off the internet?
Well, now she goes and being nice with the cookies.
Right. Dana, how could you? How to collect a kangaroo fart? I thought I just asked that. Well, the owners in Australia or wherever, and you got to have a glass and a cork, and you got to follow the guy around, I guess.
Well, that one lady that was.
Yeah, she was selling her own
selling
stuff.
her parts in a jar.
Yeah.
And was selling it and sending them.
Yeah, she's making all kind of money.
I just want in the bathwater too. I don't know, but I would just think of somebody. Oh, I got it. Open it up, and they're smelling the fart to see if they can smell it. Then they let it out, so it's gone now. So
they don't
all
care.
the money is gone.
They just wanted to smell it because they're nut jobs. People are sick.
And I'm like, what is? Are you serious?
Well, Dana's hitting herself now with pineapple tomatoes, with the bushcraft pineapple tomatoes. Wow. Grossly? That's a good one, Ziggy. She invested in gold and silver. The fart has faded away. How come it's always the ladies that come out with the good shit? So have you had dinner yet, Charles?
Yeah.
Oh, Grace slept Be Charming with a corn on the cob? A rotten corn on the cob. Okay.
Yeah.
TH2's got to be involved there.
Yeah. Well, if it's TH2, it wouldn't be rotten. He done ate it.
You done ate it.
Oh, the stuff I made for Tuesday.
Yeah.
The garlic Parmesan chicken.
That looked real good.
I've made some rice and then mixed it all together and then baked it and then put cheese on top of it and then baked it some more. And it was actually better than the first time. I was like, dang, this is actually good. So the leftovers were better than the original. And I should have recorded it because it actually turned out really, really good. Amen, Eric.
Yeah, I'm always taking that. That's all right. You got to have a thick skin to be on YouTube. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Need a bone broth from turkey leftovers. No, but it sounds good.
Has anyone made? Yeah. Well, not bone broth, but the bone was there too, but it was one of the things.
You must be talking about taking a leftover bird that's been picked.
Yeah.
Boiling it.
But what I used to do is after Thanksgiving and after Christmas, turkeys sometimes are on sale on, more sale than they were. You get the whole frozen turkey, put it in a pressure cooker, cook it, and then can the meat, and then can the broth that's left over. And that's some of the best broth. Oh.
So Ziggy said she had spiced fish tacos. And Harvest says, Ziggy, you're the one farting in here. Oh, boy. Let the girls play. Phew, cat just farted, really. Now Harvest is jumping in with it. Hey. I don't know.
That's not new. Okay, this might be actually. This is the same I already seen. I might show this. I have to wait and see if there's anything in it. So, yeah, I've seen this before. Okay, they're zooming in. Oh, yeah, I seen the thing. Yep, he just grabbed it.
Oh, under the armpit? You talking about?
Yeah, I'll show this video. I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's a very common way a special operator or security team will have a specific toy mounted right under his armpit. So all he's got to do is lift it up. Hang on, I got to give Jack some kibble. What do you want, boy? Pain in the ass. Oh, Jackie boy.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. Let's rewind it. Okay, now this zoom is different from what they were showing before. Note the time and everything. Okay, let's go back a little bit. I'm doing the 101 thing, so don't get mad.
Oh, this is the roof video. I thought you were doing
Okay.
the stage one with the security guard.
Oh no, I can't play any of that stuff. But watch right here toward the end. See right there.
Well, he
It
put
almost
something
like
in the
he
gutter
laid
there.
something right there in the gutter. Now I don't know if he picks it up right here before he falls or lands. See right there.
That's a bag he grabbed.
Yeah.
Okay, he does have something.
Yeah. Now see how it's to the side?
Yeah.
You can't see much of it. But now, yeah, right there. And it flops up.
Yeah. And he's got to cross that 4-lane highway before he gets to the woods.
Okay, let me go ahead and take that off again.
I wonder if those campus cameras are on like a slow sweep. They're always doing like a 180 back and forth.
No, they're fixed. That's what I was saying.
How do you know though?
Well, that they said it.
Wow.
They said they were fixed cameras. That's what I was talking about. If a fixed camera is not going to zoom or not going to pan, because he said, "Watch as we pan it," which they weren't panning at first. They were zooming in to an area. I could probably do it with OBS, but it's all it is you're just zooming into a section. Like if I was going to zoom into the chickens,
right,
that's all you would see over the whole screen was the chickens. But the one after that, they go from that fixed view, and it goes way over here to where it goes past that view. And I'm thinking the only other way that would make sense is if they slice the two together, where they panned, or not panned, but zoom over, and then played the other clip as he's walking over the highway or the road area.
But you saw the size of that bag.
Yeah.
I didn't see that in the stairway on his way up.
Oh no, the bag is there, but it's not the long part of the bag. So it's not the same. To me, it doesn't look like the same one. Because I'm looking at it right now.
Because he was wearing a knapsack too, but nothing long.
It's just a backpack. It's
right.
Like a school backpack.
Yeah.
It's a very short one. And it does have quite a bit of stuff that it looks like it's in there, but there could be another bag in there. And again, we don't know if something was already there for him. And there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to see, or maybe see. And you notice every time something like this happens, there's somebody that gets the sheriff's report. How they get it, the thing is, like if something happened around here and I was able to get a report from the sheriff's department and play it on a live or put it in a video or something, I would be arrested because that's impeding with an investigation. and you go to jail for that. And it amazes me how many times this happens when a lot of this stuff. No, I'm not talking about the public record. I'm talking about an investigation type uh, documents from the sheriff department.
Well, TMZ got the first photos from I think, a Ring camera.
Yeah,
So you know that whoever had that Ring camera probably called TMZ and said,
oh yeah,
how much is this worth to you? Everything comes down to money.
oh yeah, yeah. That's different from a report that from the whoever's doing an investigation.
Unless you've got a mole in the actual
And
department that's
and
selling info.
even if you do, if you put that up, that's impeding with an investigation. And unless you have written proof of the okay to use it, you can't. Every once in a while, um, you'll there's the lawyer people will try to say, oh, this is legit and this is not legit type thing, saying if they release sealed stuff, they can be arrested depending on what the attorney general wants to do and stuff
Right.
like that.
Because
Sometimes they won't do anything, but
no, because a
they
lot of
can't.
people shared out stuff that was wrong the
Yeah,
past couple days.
yeah, and sometimes it is the sheriff department that leaks the stuff themselves.
Right. Purposely.
Yeah,
To either get someone moving, or they're, get them, to running, or make them stop, or they got their
yeah.
techniques.
Well, we finally arrested the guy. He's sitting in the jail now, and then the one who did it. Oh, good. And then I can get out of here now. And that's
Oh,
what.
I'm in trouble now.
And law enforcement, they're allowed to lie. They lie all the time.
Yeah.
They can lie to you in an interview place to get you to slip up, and there's nothing. It's not a law for them not to lie or anything like that, unless it's under oath. They can't. They're not supposed to lie then. Oh yeah, there's a lot of that. Unfortunately, that there's a lot of that. I've seen so many different angles, and one of the sickening things that I seen was after they carried him, and I don't know if you guys seen when they were carrying him to the SUV, um, the where he was at had the hats and stuff up there. People jumped over the little gate things there.
Yeah.
And was taking the hats and throwing them out in the crowd.
Yeah, and they had to push him away. Security came back in.
Yeah.
See, that's another problem.
Somebody showed the hat, one of the hats, and it unfortunately had blood all over it.
Yeah.
And showing it like it was a souvenir.
Yeah. I want to know why that campus, they knew there was going to be a big crowd there. They didn't have one emergency vehicle there. Did anyone see an ambulance?
And
no.
That was supposed to be security's job. That was his own security, though.
Yeah, but you still have to hire an ambulance company.
Yeah, that's they
Well,
usually do that. They usually and they had
because the campus is going to be responsible for that.
they hired six deputies to be there to also
Yeah,
that that way the the people who are physical and stuff they get arrested right away. There's a holding area where he determines afterwards if they need to be arrested or press charges against them or just let them go because they
yeah.
have like a holding area.
But every single rally
He's
I've
talked about
seen
this before. Yeah.
is always because ultimately, that space had to have been rented, on
Mhm.
the grounds, and they've got to cover. I mean, the venue there has to have insurance
Insurance. Yeah.
for their property and all that. So it's just it boggles my mind that he was picked up by non medical people, put into a black SUV, and off we go. Where someone could have put, regardless of whether he was still alive or not,
Yeah.
somebody should have been, doing tourniquet or, I mean, something. And it just looked just like, let's
Yeah.
go.
There was, he was, yeah. That, this reports of, oh, he's in stable condition. No,
No,
there was no stable. Um, if what um, I heard or watched the ballistics of where it went in and where it went out. Somebody said it went in here and went out that way. And I'm like, that's one of the magic bullet tricks again.
yeah. Well, I know that, but it could have went out his elbow too. You can at least put up pressure on the point with the hand.
Yeah,
Um, and like Grace says, part of the insurance contract to hold the event was to have ambulance on site. That's with any venue. You go to a
yeah,
town fair, a little fair, or whatever. There's always medical personnel there. There has to be, because you're going to get sued if something happens. And so I just
that
don't.
didn't happen. Yeah, they were gone almost instantly after the two guys behind him jumped. The other view, if you watch the other view, they were grabbed and whisked away right away. And I think that's the majority of his security was for his family, which they weren't the target, evident. Assuming they weren't. Yeah, that's the thing that I pointed out when I first saw it because it was, and then something like this, or
Yeah,
this, something
almost
like,
almost looking at like a D line coach,
yeah,
on the sideline giving signals. I
yeah,
mean, that wasn't. You don't have an itch here, an itch here, and an itch here all at once.
yeah. And I'm not saying it was, or there's a bug in him, or who knows, but
Right.
it was very odd that,
The whole thing smells like rotten fish.
yeah. And I'm not saying it couldn't be this kid. It could be, it could be just be a random. I wouldn't say random act because it was staged or not staged. Sorry, um, planned ahead. Um,
Yeah, he had help.
yeah, this was, from where he got up, and I'm surprised. I seen the video of him getting up and went back to look at it again. It's gone. Um, Now the other video where he's getting down and stuff, that's all over the place. They can't remove
Right.
that anymore, or allegedly try to remove it again. Um, that
So
one, because there's a video where now somebody says that um, he's laying down prone on the ground and jumps up on his knee and takes the shot and then runs away. I don't that you know that's extremely hard to do that fast. I think that I don't know. I where you see him running, um, they showed where the shot was allegedly done at. The building where you see him running this way toward the back is
Yeah.
at actually the back, and where the shot was, it was past the second or the third floor or whatever that building is on top of the roof is further that direction. So he ran from where he took the shot all the way behind the building and then down the back of the building.
So this is I'm not even going to say his name. So this is a young person that lived 3.5 hours away from that campus, whatever you want to call it. Apparently, had never been there before.
Yeah, he didn't go to school there.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
So he drove 3.5 hours, and yet he knew that whole layout, how to get up the backside, come around at the one angle, lay down over here, get on his equipment and on his bipod or whatever he had, and then all of a sudden disappear. You know, a lot can be done too with AI and CGI too.
Yeah.
So what you're looking at that looks like perfectly real isn't. So
Yeah.
just putting that out there for the people that think something
Yeah,
stinks too.
and the video, and it allegedly it's been cleaned up and digitized for a clearer image,
Mm-hmm.
is not very good. I mean, if I got the original, I could probably do better. Not saying I
I
could,
bet
but
you could.
um, because I've cleaned up some really bad videos that I've done that you wouldn't think turned out good. Um, and some that was really bad. It looks like they've been over zoomed and then recorded over.
Yeah. There's another that puts a question on even more on this whole situation. It's
Mm,
just, and there's someone who said it. If it's a huge campus, a drone video of the whole. Grace said it. It's big bucks building,
oh
yada
yeah,
yada yada, and they couldn't have one medical vehicle there. I'm sorry. Now I'm even more convinced.
yeah, and it can always be allegedly just a big coincidence, but if it's just a coincidence that there was nobody and hardly anybody. You could see a few people walking. This is a very busy campus.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they don't attend uh, what's going on, there's still people going to school. They didn't shut the school down or the
Right.
university down. It's just an event on the university, and there's hardly anybody walking by. There are like maybe 2 to 3 people off in the distance, but where he's coming, there's nobody on the sidewalks. There's nobody going into the building. It's just, I don't know. Yes, Utah does have the death penalty.
And it's also by firing squad too.
Oh, is it really?
One of the options. And that takes me back to Butler. So when they got I call him Oswald because I don't believe that he was the actual person anyway, but that's just me. So they found a rangefinder on him, what, an hour and a half before Trump showed up or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Okay,
Not to mention he's flying a drone over
Right.
an
So
air restricted area.
you got a guy with a drone and a rangefinder. A rangefinder is for one thing: target
Oh,
shooting or hunting.
or golf.
Period. Nah, how many golfers do you see with a rangefinder? Then they said you're cheating.
I've got a rangefinder.
Okay.
I don't use it for golf though.
And they let the guy go.
They're
You don't
just
know.
cheaper. You can get them cheaper for golf than you can with
So,
other things.
so that situation stink. You know what it smells like? It smells like I came home from fishing one day and left a dozen shrimp in my rear bait well and forgot about it and went out the next morning and it stinks.
Well, let me. And I'm not one that jumps around this stuff, but what is it? See if I can remember it. Oh, it is this. Okay. We're going to the Bible, and I'm not one to skip through different stages of Revelation, but you know, let me flip it to the full.
Oh my God, I'm in trouble. Dana's never going to speak to me again.
Okay, well, actually, let me share the page so so you guys can see what I'm reading. And I remember hearing something about it, so I had to, investigate myself. But okay, when he opened the fifth seal, and I don't like going to the middle of things because there's stages to this that we have to go through for Revelation. If you don't know what Revelation is, it's the end, basically. Well, the end of Earth. Well, depending where you go is the end. I'll put it that way. Okay. When he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar of souls of those who had been slain because of the word of God and the testimony they had maintained. They called out in a loud voice, "How long?" And I'm getting sovereign Lord, holy and true, until you judge the inhabitants of the earth and avenge our blood. And these are the souls that have been martyred for bringing God's word. And where else? Okay, then each of them was given a white robe, and they were told to wait a little longer until the full number of their fellow servants, their brothers and sisters, were killed just as they have been. And if you read the whole part for the seven seals, which starts here at Revelation 6, but I just skipped ahead to 9 because of this, what's going on and everything. I guess I could have zoomed in so you guys could see it a little bit better. Yeah. Revelation 9 or 6:9 is where that's at. Now, again, you could take this out of context. We may see stuff like this, and I'm surprised the doomsdayers and stuff haven't brought this up yet, because every time something like this happens, Revelation, the world's ending, and if you keep reading on this, It's kind of interesting. And again, I'm not saying, because there's a lot of steps beforehand. Although some of those steps or stages within Revelation, it could already be at that point right now. Not the some of the, you know, the other horsemen and stuff. But you never know. Um, the one guy with the plague, that could have been, you know, the 2020 stuff, but I don't think 1/3 was taken away from Earth during that time, was it? How much of the population died from that?
Was it 1/3 or 2/3?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
I thought it was 2/3.
No, I mean of the thing that happened 2020. How much?
Oh. Um, I don't know. Someone Google it, or I'll Google it.
Yeah, and there's the 6:5 on this too. Is when the Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the four living creatures saying, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wage, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wage, and do not damage the oil and the wine. Now, again, some people may think, a day's wage for wheat, a loaf of bread. Not saying that we're at that stage, but we're pretty dang close. Now, again, before we get to the seals, there's other things that has to happen, but still, it's an interesting thing but I'm not one to, preach this and stuff, because to me, I want all the time I can to try to make sure my loved ones will be there, will be coming there while I'm there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So here's your answer, Charles. As of December 31st, 2020, an estimated 3 million died globally from C19, representing approximately 0.038% of the
Okay.
world's population. Now, of course, it's much higher than that because that was 2020. It's 5 years since. And in 2020, the global population was 7,887,000,000 people. That's a lot of folks. So, and then they go into factors that complicate this figure: unreported deaths, excess mortality due to comorbidities.
Yeah.
It's long-term perspective at the pandemic's full impact requires longer time frame.
And then there's 7 here where when the Lamb opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were giving power over the 4th of the earth to kill by sword, famine, and plague. So it's a quarter. And again, we actually have to go look what the fourth is within, the Greek version of this and stuff. It could be different, but I think that's what it is, a fourth. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm. That'd be very hard to track, though.
What, the deaths?
No, from that.
Oh, the poke.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, that's a 2020 stat. So we're 5 years in. So
Yeah.
there's one here that says 18 million.
Mm. Let me fix this page down.
Yeah, that one year was tough. I had it 3 times.
Well, I think I got it the February 2020, because when my son-in-law was here, he worked up at Walmart, and they had him going to Columbus or Cleveland to train people up there for something. I forget what it was. Anyways, he got sick, and everybody in the house got it.
Yeah.
At that time, we didn't know that's what it was, but now that we remember back then, we probably had it. And I actually went to the hospital to get checked out, and they said I had walking pneumonia, and they gave me a little thing to breathe in and to shoot the inhaler thing in there.
Yeah.
And said that I would get pneumonia again in 2 years, because that's within 2 years. I never did. So it was probably that. And then I got it when I went to the hospital for that. My white blood cells went wonky,
Mm-hmm.
and they couldn't find the infection. But to quarantine me, they stuck me in with everybody that had, the thing.
19.
Yeah. So it was like, oh, you're good. I'm like, by the time I was getting out, I was already running a fever, and so I could go home, I took a cup of ice and put it over my head before they came in, and my temperature went down to normal. Which then, yeah, I was icky for about 2 days, and then I was fine. Of course, I had so much antibodies in me that they were giving me the $1,500 bags. The first 3 days I was on 3 of them a day, and then the last day was just the one. And then
Sounds like a Z-Pack they gave you.
the 3 days afterwards, the prescription for, I think, 12 pills or something like that was $1,100.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad I had health insurance for that. That's still a lot. Yeah, they sent me a bill. Uh-oh. There's a crazy lady. Hey.
What's happening?
All right. Good night, everybody. We're going.
All right, bye.
Bye. Bye. Where you been hiding, crazy?
I was working today at my new job.
Oh.
Very good.
Cool.
I go back in tomorrow at 9. Trying to catch myself a little bit after watching.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
some replay of it, but
Yeah.
Charlie's wife, yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I don't know how she
She was so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
So strong. I would have been like, yeah.
Don't be surprised if she takes his place and keeps going with the movement.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah.
She's going to keep it going. For sure. 100%. That's what he asked her to do. Promise, you know?
Yeah.
Well, not to do a promise, but keep his legacy going. It's like, oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, the rebroadcast is all over, so everybody can find it. I wasn't going to post a link, but it's all over the place now. I watched.
If you watch it on YouTube, go into 13 minutes. I noticed it took a minute for her to get up there.
Yeah, actually, on this one, it's different in different ones because other people are outside talking to the people and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
this was right from the Grace sent me the link earlier from the YouTube channel, their YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, right there, 26 minutes in.
Yep.
That's when she walks up to the podium.
Mm-hmm. Let me see, the one that I watched was 13 minutes in, and then she came out.
Yeah, tried to.
I was right on Turning Point USA, right on their channel, and did it from there. They already put it on there. Well, when I got home too, I was watching it on another news channel. So it's been the hot topic tonight. This or
Yeah, pretty much.
And some food talk.
And I read some Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I just found out that I dumped Dixie's 6-pound cast iron skillet over Grace's head.
Hi, everybody. I see everybody saying hi in chat. It's a new way to look at chat because I don't have YouTube pulled up on the other side. I don't want to test the waters and go over to the YouTube side and have it running so I could respond back and then kick me out of here, you know?
Yeah, next month I was going to this month, but I didn't cancel it in time, but I'll cancel this and go back to the free version of StreamYard because I'm not making enough money with YouTube at the moment to cover this and everything else, Canva and the P.O. box.
All of it together adds up.
Yeah, it's a lot more than the $100 I get every 3 months.
Yep. Rather put food on the table than pay for this. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear the washing machine? Is it too loud?
Yeah, hold on. I got to go pee.
Hold on. I'm
just joking.
It's still broken too, but I'm still using it. They still haven't fixed it. I've had a broken, brand new Whirlpool washer and dryer combo.
Buy a new one.
They wouldn't give me a new one because I'm the first one to get it from this company. Not Whirlpool, but from the rental place that I get it from. And I'm the guinea pig. First, they replaced the shocks on it. That did not work. And they said they have to get it's a two-man job for the drum itself. Sitting here for like 2 months. I should go on a live and go off on Whirlpool, but they are backed up for a month and a half straight from Whirlpool themselves with this make and model.
Yeah, I probably should show their picture, but I don't know if anybody's heard of the Home Depot or Office Depot. I don't know if they go from some call it either or, but they refused to print the Charlie Kirk vigil. They told 3 teenagers who paid in advance, we don't print propaganda here.
What?
Yep. And it's for the vigil,
That's
There's
just
nothing propaganda about it.
Yeah, their
right.
stock's gonna
It's a
take a dump.
pamphlet of what's going to be happening for the evening's service. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous.
Yep.
It's been doing it amazes me how stupid these people are, and the celebrities that are laughing about it and stuff. Now the TMZ one I can understand somewhat. If the people in the other room were laughing, whatever they were laughing at, during when they were getting the report in, he said that there was a chase going on, a police chase, and they were laughing in the other room. It had nothing to do with the Charlie Kirk thing. Of course, that's what they're going to say if they, but
TB.
This company has the technology to erase that stuff before it's put out there. Even if they're going live, there's a thing called gain that you can turn down so the background noises don't come through.
Yeah, they purposely had the gain all the way up so you can hear everything.
I'm not saying they were laughing or they weren't, but again, it sounds like a bunch of BS to me. They're trying to cover up, and the other dude, Stephen King, is backtracking big time because he knows it's going to cost him a lot of money in the end.
He won't have another hit book, that's for sure.
Why? What did he do?
Going the bandwagon, his remarks about it was smearing and justifying the assassination of Charlie.
Man, that ain't right, dude. I'm gonna come up to your house. I know where you live in Maine.
Nah.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go write him a letter. Be like, dude, don't do that. That's not nice.
Yeah, sorry. Exactly. And that that's what they would say. Oh, they were looking at something else and laughing about something else.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it shows on the live stream, which they have a 30-second delay on their lives in case something said. They can pause the feed with a where it goes beep, a warning thing, and they've already said they already have a 30-second delay. So again, they could have stopped it through that, and I don't know. I've heard a lot of stuff, a lot of people backpedaling after their remarks and stuff.
It's just not right.
I call it the Cracker Barrel syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I think of is his little boy and girl and his wife. That's the first thing I think about when something like that happened. I don't think woohoo, type
Yeah.
of thing. Even if he was an evil person, that's the first thing I always think about is their loved ones.
Family first.
How
Yeah, you
their
got to think about how they're taking it.
how their family is dealing with this stuff.
I got it muted because it's about to spin out. That's the only noise that it makes that sounds like it's going to blow up is when it spins out. It's crazy. Did I ever send you the video of that in a thing?
Yeah, I think so. A while back.
Oh, it got worse after the guy did the shocks because that wasn't the problem. But he's not a guy that has two people on crew to replace the drum is a two-man job. Can I just get a piece of mine once for a little while? Like an hour. Wait a minute, you'll hear it. It'll spin faster. No.
Yeah, and some of those pictures, the jaw does not look like the same guy.
Nope.
You know what I mean? The one that was walking and stuff, the oversized hat, and the jaw didn't match what he looked like. Hang on, Marie, sit still. I was sitting there looking at some of those pictures, and I'm like, I don't know. Why does it look so different? Looks like he has a totally different chin.
Wait, you want to hear it? Can you hear it now?
Yeah, I could hear it. Yeah. Yeah, mine, I still have mine in there. It still works. Sometimes it tries to walk out the door, but it still works. I'll come in there after the load is done and it's halfway out the door. Only thing that's holding it back is the hoses. The front panel keeps coming loose because the screw stripped out of the panel, so when it starts shaking, it starts walking. Yeah, here, let me get these pictures here and show you. Open a new tab. Let's see if we can find them. Okay. Let's share this out. And you've had to see the pictures of him up close and everything. His Facebook ones and everything. This is him walking. You've seen this.
Yeah, that's where I can't make out where there's something
Okay, you ready
Blade.
for this?
Yeah, I've seen the comparisons.
Oh, it won't let me skip. Oh, there it is. Hey, look at his face. Now they zoom it in down here. Let me do that. This is supposed to be him without the glasses. They took the hat and the glasses off of him. Because you can make out the eyes. Now, me being me, I take this and reverse the image to where you can see through the glasses and stuff. I can see how they can do this. They even remove the shadows and everything. Now the hair is a bad example because that's not what his hair looks like. But if you look at the shape of his face and everything, it's not the same as the guy. His chin, I don't know how to. It's a pudgy kind of chin. Because if you sit there and look at it, they don't look. Those images don't look. At least his chin. That's the thing I was looking at. The chin does not look like him. And the more you look at some of this stuff, it's like, what?
Yep.
Yeah, they're trying to say that the thing was in his his right pant leg, but no way. And another one here says his phone. That's actually the butt of the pew pew.
Where do you see that?
No, it's just comments. And they say, "Oh, that's the butt of the pew pew." The When he's walking down the stairs, you can see his phone in his pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of this stuff is. Yeah, the more you sit there, look at this stuff, and a lot of it, again, a lot of it is fake. Like he was dressed up as a, trying to be a woman thing, and they're saying it's the same person. There's so many different things out there.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? I ain't seen this one
Thought
yet.
it was done.
Oh,
This Prepper 101. This live stream has now officially lasted longer than my fourth marriage.
Wow.
Good night, B.
Night,
yeah,
lady.
getting ready to call it here.
Yeah, I'm just making a snack before I go to bed, so I'm.
I was going to do the live over at the cooking channel again, but I said, nah, just keep it over here.
Yep, keep them separate as much as you can.
Hello.
Huh?
I said hello.
That was my oven saying it was all warmed up. Too late, I already put the food in there.
It's all right. I'm going to have bacon.
We had, I had company over last night. My friend Kelly and my friend Dale came over last night. And I grabbed one of those big trays of food that we get from the meat market over here, and they had homemade chicken parm and ziti.
Nice.
I'm just heating up the chicken parm, the chicken pot, because I can just take off the bread and afterwards and just. I'm not going to eat the pasta because
Give
I'm
it,
not.
give it to
I don't
Tobias.
Garlic chicken parmesan.
Yeah. Oh, it smelled so good cooking last night. I was like, they put tons of garlic in this stuff. I was like, yes. It's all fresh. They just made it yesterday afternoon. It come fresh out of the kitchen from right to there. They make it right there.
I made mine Monday.
Where did we go from here now, Grace? Same place we went after Butler. Sit and listen to a bunch of other bullshit each week.
Yeah.
Where we go. Until it becomes numb, and then we move on to the next event.
Yeah.
Well, people have been really starting to act up. Our people, you know what I mean, the right side. So I see something happening in the very near future.
Well,
Of standing
it's
ground.
not so much the right side. It's that other.
Yeah.
If you look at some of the things, people, where was it in Texas today? Some guy goes in and he has this big old backpack thing on, and he starts shoving people, and then he pulls out a sharp thing and starts stabbing as he goes through the store.
Was that the guy with like a machete or something? Or
no, I don't think it was a machete because you can barely see it. But
I guess there was a scare at UMass yesterday in Boston.
yeah,
That's cleared. It was just a threat, just a fake thing. So that's false. Everything's fine over here. I didn't realize that yesterday at all because I was paying more attention and watching the news, Fox News, and reading stuff more than anything, and cleaning house too. So, yeah.
Grace, send me the link on that where the Village Idiots from Kenya's calling for that, if you don't mind.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, that I saw being beheaded. That's gross.
Yeah, it's just not good.
No. Too many craze.
And you notice people's demeanors now, they're different.
Yep.
Way different. Just from an overnight thing,
Huh. That's interesting. Robert F. Kennedy, his the bad guy for him, he was sentenced to death in 1972, but it was lifted and it went to life in prison. He was up for parole in 2021. His next one is 20. He's still in prison. He's 81 years old.
Sirhan.
Yeah, his next one is this year sometime.
Maybe he'll meet Bubba there.
Sure, they already have.
We already have.
Yep. Oh, there goes the soap. Sorry.
UK, Portugal, detained in London.
Thank you.
Later. 99 years in prison. In June 77, he managed a brief escape. Huh. I don't remember this either. This is Martin Luther King's person. He actually he fled to Canada and then to the UK and then to Portugal. In June '68, he was detained by London police in Heathrow airport. And then he was extradited to the United States in '69. So this is a very poor guy. How did he get to all these countries? Anyway, he pled guilty, and he was sentenced to 99 years in prison.
Yep.
June 1977, he managed to briefly escape from prison in Tennessee, sparking a large-scale manhunt. He remained at large for 54 hours before being recaptured. Ray stayed behind bars until his death in 1998 at the age of 70.
That quick 54 minutes got him a good couple more drinks and a little bit more booty, and then went back in. He was trying hard to get out of there. Woot, woot.
Okay, and John Lennon's guy, Mark David Chapman, was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison. In 2000, he became eligible for parole, but was repeatedly denied it since he was refused parole for the 14th time at September 2025. Oh, that was just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now 70 years old, he remains in maximum security in New York.
Yeah, he ain't going anywhere either.
Yeah, that's.
With the way they treat people in jails and prisons and stuff, I'm surprised half these people are still alive.
It's a lot better than it used to be. Now you get TVs and you.
Well, no, like medical treatment. Sometimes they just don't keep up with it the right way. It's just like, take this and we'll see what happens, kind of like thing.
Well, that's us out here too.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Let's guess what this does.
Uh-huh. My oldest son's grandfather, he was in for life, and he was on Coumadin, and they gave him too much. And when I visited him, I mean, his eyes were like red because they were bleeding. The little capsules were all popping. He looked like he had bruises all over him from head to toe.
No.
And my son's grandmother had to go to the nurse and be like, well, what are you guys doing to him? He's only supposed to be in a small amount. And they were giving him double the amount. Mice, get away from me. You stink, buddy. Oh, poor puppy.
Telegram founder is speaking out about Charlie. Assault on free speech.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's anybody on real quick before we call it a night. I think Yogi. Oh, she already ended her live already. Okay. Brenda's live. I'll wait and see if there's. Well, she usually doesn't have intoxicated people, but I'll check real quick. Oh, never mind. It's
As
singing.
opposed to who?
it's singing night. You don't want to go there. I'm sorry, but
Karaoke night? Anyone?
yeah. So sometimes it's good to go there. They have conversations and stuff is good, but
Mm-hmm.
Where's this?
Brenda's. I don't know if you know who she is.
You can tell me backstage.
Yeah.
She
That kind of reminds me.
Freedom Redbird.
Okay. My grandmother, she had a butcher down the street from her, the local butcher. And his name was Mr. Albright.
Albright?
Yeah. And my aunt used to go down and, get whatever she wanted, the cut of this, cut of that. And she'd get back and she said, "Hey, Mom, Mr. Albright is all bright tonight." He was all boozed up.
Mr. Albright's all right. I was going to say that.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, my chicken palm smells awesome. I wish I could have smell-o-vision for you guys.
You people are all cooking and I'm sitting here with nothing.
Here, smell.
What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a green lid. You can't see it.
Smell-o-vision.
What is it? I can't read. My eyeballs. I gotta find my glasses for tomorrow because the sheets to punch in the fruits and vegetables, forget about it. They printed it so small. I'm like, can I have like the older people version, please? Big letters.
Now, 101 says he's gonna. Well, last time he said he's gonna be live Saturday, but now he says Sunday. So we shall see if he's gonna be live this weekend. I'll probably be live over at the gaming channel tomorrow and Sunday. The girls will be live possibly Sunday, 6:15. And we'll be back here Monday. And it's going to be a short one because then we're going to go over to Mountain Grandma because she has a giveaway live going on at 9:00.
Told you I'm gonna win that.
Some good stuff. There's courses for herbalism that they're giving away. Yeah.
What?
A lot of herbalism and stuff.
What? Oh yeah.
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 So I actually let me see. My stupid thing. Yeah, I asked her if because she might come on over here tomorrow or Monday rather. We'll see.
Come over.
What's that? Has been 4 years since last communication. Okay. Oh, Olight wants me to do a review again. I didn't do a review last time.
I've got them. They're good company. I got a bunch of Olights.
Yeah, but they're so expensive.
Olight.
Pay for it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like,
very good. They're very good under toys.
The little bitty thing like that, it's like $70, and I'm like,
That's
I can't
What
tell people to buy this stuff because I wouldn't buy it for that much.
I got there's the Olight. I think it's called the Valkyrie 2, and that's
the one that goes on
the rail.
Yeah,
the Picatinny rail, and that thing throws 500 candle watt power.
Yeah.
So
I need some of them because this one's like
lights you up.
This one's done.
No, it's got a pretty good light to it.
Yeah, you wiggle it and it starts jiggling. Like if you move it, it will start jiggling.
Little one.
I'm getting old.
You
want to play that game? Ready?
Sorry.
Oh, geez. When that 101 will show up, you're all playing with your flashlights.
Well, no. photos.
Well, I've seen that flash over here. I have to show you how it's done.
It's done.
Okay. Hopefully everybody has a good weekend.
Yes.
Try to stay away from too much of this stuff.
Unfortunately,
It's all over the place. So you try to look at something on Facebook, and it's like half the people are just disgusting. And it's if there are people on that side and they see the way the others are acting, I think a lot of them may flip sides because they know it's not right.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this what we want to be known for?
Yeah.
If I believed in, well, I wouldn't, but if I was on that side and I seen how a lot of these people were acting and stuff, and cheering for someone's father to be in front of them, that's just. Anyways,
come over my house and have a sit down with me. We'll make you up a cup of freaking coffee.
Papa Joe.
Yeah.
Well, now if everybody goes over to Crazy's channel and leaves comments on her latest video, she might go live.
There you go.
What, like a year and a half ago. Hi. I've been going through a lot of stuff, catching back up.
Yeah, would you ever think that somebody would be cheering? I mean, even, very bad people hardly, I don't know. I'm going to stop talking about it. It's just.
Because you're going to end up either saying the wrong thing or just get real more upset about it.
It just proves that there's a lot of evil in the world. That's all.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is evil. Nothing more, nothing less. It's evil.
Yep. Absolutely.
To the core.
Sucks.
Yep. So what's everyone having for a snack tonight before we go?
Chicken parm.
Anyone in chat?
There you go. There's your channel.
Thank you. Because I can go live at night now, so any certain night.
And I'm trying to figure out, there's a new channel that just popped up in my feed that I know I didn't. Trying to figure out who in the heck this is, or.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I don't think I would subscribe to this person, but they may have changed their name. They sure changed their views.
We'll have to have a chit chat backstage, find out who they are. I don't know. I haven't been on YouTube for so long that it doesn't even give me anybody that out of our group anymore. I have to stop watching videos again and start kicking back up on my feed, because right now it's just all about the Osborns. So, which was very devastating for me. Yeah. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah.
Yeah, somebody evidently hacked his channel.
That,
but
I drifted off a little bit,
and stuff.
That was big. A lot of people's channels were getting hacked into, and then they can't get their information. Changed it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who it was. anyways, I'm gonna jump off here. You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, and catch you on the next one.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Thank you. YouTube, don't copyright this. I made it.